the Glitch the Matrix 3, the Fiat fantasy scam. I'm gonna take it there. I'm gonna get down to this nitty gritty when it comes to this fiat currency, because like I said, a lot of people run around, jump on, go live on whatever they got, get to talking about fiat currency, blah blah blah, and real assets, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I mean that's cool. I like that. I think it's dope. But ultimately, no one that I have seen lately actually speaks to the function of the fiat currency system. So we're going to jump on the function of this fiat currency system. But first, we're going to jump on some economics. And I know. We are talking about some economics, you know. There's different branches to economics and what we understand about economics. All right? So I want to tell we got to start from this. We got to start from economics so I can completely show the function of the fiat fantasy scam system. Fantasy land. Little midget dude, the plane. I'm sorry, you're not supposed to say midgets today. Little people from old school. So there's multiple branches of economics, right? To stick to micro and macro. Microeconomics is a branch of economics that studies the behavior of individuals and firms in making decisions regarding the allocation of scarce resources and the interactions among these individuals and firms. Okay? We're not talking about micro. We're talking about macro. So there's microeconomics. And then there's macroeconomics. Macroeconomics is a branch of economics dealing with the performance, structure, behavior, and decision-making of an entire economy as a whole. The whole economy. This includes regional, national, and global economies. Macroeconomists study topics such as GDP, unemployment rates, national income, price indices, output consumption, unemployment, inflation, saving, investment, energy, international trade, and international finance. Okay? So GDP, gross domestic product, unemployment rate, national income, price indices, output consumption, unemployment, inflation, saving, investment, energy, international trade, and international finance. So micro is thinking about the individual functions, and the macro, so like a micro view of an economy would be equivalent to a micro view of something like, let's say, a city bus. You know, if you're looking at a city bus in the micro view, you're looking at its individual components and parts. If you're looking at a city bus in the macro view, you're looking at the whole bus. And you're not really tripping on the individual components and parts. You're looking at how all of this stuff works together. And there's microeconomists and macroeconomists. I took this in college. It was some wonderful stuff, man. And if you get a chance, you can jump on Khan Academy. It's an app on your iPhone, your Android phone. You can take some micro or macro economics classes. You can learn this stuff. Today, you can learn it for free. And, you know, the bottom line, what I want to talk about is inflation. So first, we got to talk about what a fiat currency is. So fiat currency or fiat money is a currency established as money, often by government regulation, but has no intrinsic value. And what is intrinsic? Intrinsic value would be the value of the item itself, not the perceived value. So Now that we talked about that, I just touched on that real quick. I'm going to jump into this. Let's jump into inflation. Inflation is a sustained increase in the general price level of goods and services in an economy over a period of time. So it's the general increase, or it's a sustained increase in the general price level of goods. These goods obviously being priced in the currency, the fiat currency. The opposite of inflation is deflation, which is a sustained decrease in the general price level of goods and services. Common measure of inflation is the inflation rate. The annualized percentage change in a general price index, usually the consumer price index, over time. So, what is inflation? Inflation is prices going up sustainably over time, so continuously, no matter how much. And generally, we can all agree that prices have gone up. We all have, relatives or different people in our families or something who said, how much things were cheaper. And some of us remember how things were cheaper. I remember when I was in high school, the McDonald's meals were $2.99 with tax. It was like $3.18 or $3.21 or something for the value meals. Their number ones and number twos, and I don't think there was too much discrepancy. Now, I mean, I don't know. I haven't been in there a while. The last time I was in there, because my daughter really likes the fries. I think the meals were like $7 or something like that, and that's inflation. The rise in the price of goods and services. And on a macro level, it's looked at as generally being positive. Today, most economists, and even the Federal Reserve, who manages, the currency, Federal Reserve notes, they favor a low and steady rate of inflation. And you can look at the Federal Reserve Open Market Committee pushes in their policy for 2% inflation on the currency. So if inflation is a sustained increase in the price level of goods and services, so we're paying more in currency for the same goods and services, for the same milk, for the same trash man to pick up our trash, for the same gasoline, for the same food for our children and our families. It's the same thing, but we're paying more for it due to inflation. And if the governing entity of the currency, the fiat currency, the government decreed monetary unit of value, if the overseers of the currency push for 2% inflation per year, this is Federal Reserve policy, what does that mean? What does that mean? That means they're pushing for an inflation rate of 2% on goods and services per year. And they're doing that through monetary policy or through the manipulation of the currency or money supply. All right? Now, if I have a thing that has value, and I set a price for it, and I produce another thing and try to set the same price for it, and another thing to produce, and then once there gets a certain number of these things that I produce, the price begins to go down. It's basic supply and demand. The more of a supply you have, the less of the demand. The less of the supply you have, the more the demand. So when the supply of currency in the system increases, the demand is going to decrease. So people want your currency less, which means it costs more. You have to give them more to get the same goods and services. This, my family, is a robbery. of our actual labor. Hands down. And it's through monetary policy, and most of us can't even see it. Inflation actually is deflation. It's the deflation of the value of the currency. And they say, oh, deflation is deflation in the prices. And they define these policies, these little terms and stuff, really, really, special. I'm just going to say special. This stuff is very special. But nonetheless, this is what it is. And this is how our purchasing power of the currency is taken away. 2% inflation per year. And if they hit that target, that's roughly every 10 years. The currency that you hold loses 20% of its purchasing power. Every 10 years. What does that mean? That means it's going to, in 10 years, it's going to cost you 20% more in currency, in fiat currency, to purchase the same goods and services. 10 years ago, 20% more. 20% of $100 is $20. What cost $100 10 years ago cost $120 today, on average. That's the general rate of inflation on the currency, which is a loss in purchasing power. So anything that is valued in the currency is subject to the same rate of inflation. It punishes savers. These types of policy punish savers, those who keep, quote, money under the mattress, those who stay in cash. Unless you're like a currency trader, but saving money over time, you're losing purchasing power. You can have $100, but you don't have the same purchasing power holding a $100 bill in 2020 as you did holding a $100 bill in the year 2000, or even 2012. The purchasing power is being eroded. So when the currency that we're being paid in, or that we're in accepting in the exchange of our labor, of our goods that we produce, of our service that we provide, that is an invisible wealth eroding factor over time. Those who know these things. Now you know these things. If you got to go back and listen over and over to what I just said, do that. But what I want you to do, if you're interested, if you care, is to go to the Federal Reserve website, and look at what their monetary policy on inflation is. And just do the math. 2% times 10 years is 20%. 20 years. It's the unseen wealth eroding factor. The relationship between the oversupply banknotes and the resulting depreciation in their value was noted by earlier classical economists such as David Hume and David Ricardo, who would go on to examine and debate what effect a currency devaluation, later termed monetary inflation. So instead of calling it a currency devaluation, we're going to call it a monetary inflation. What the effect currency devaluation has on the price of goods, later termed price inflation, and eventually just inflation. The adoption of the fiat currency by many countries from the 18th century onwards made much larger variations in the supply of money possible. Rapid increases in the money supply have taken place in a number of times in countries experiencing political crises, producing hyperinflations. episodes of extreme inflation rates much higher than those observed in earlier periods of commodity money. The hyperinflation in the Weimar Republic of Germany is a notable example. Currently, the hyperinflation in Venezuela is highest in the world. Inflation expectations or expected inflation is the rate of inflation that is anticipated. Using adaptive expectation models as a weighted average of what was expected one period earlier and the actual rate of inflation that most recently occurred. There's a whole everything on this, y'all. So the effects. Positive effects. Let's talk about positive effects. The effects, the general effects. Now, hold on. Hoarding. Let's talk about the negative effects. Negative effects of inflation. Hoarding. People buy durable and non-perishable commodities and other goods as stores of wealth to avoid the losses expected from declining purchasing power of money. Social unrest and revolts. Inflation can lead to massive demonstrations and revolutions. For example, inflation, and in particular food inflation, is considered as one of the main reasons to cause the 2010-2011 Tunisian revolution, and the 2011 Egyptian revolution, according to many observers, including Robert Zoellick, president of the World Bank. Positive, check this out. Labor market. Nominal wages are slow to adjust downwards. This can lead to prolonged disequilibrium and high unemployment in the labor market, since inflation allows real wages to fall even if nominal wages are kept constant. Moderate inflation enables labor markets to reach equilibrium faster. So even though nominal wages are slow to adjust, so even though you're making $20 an hour, the nominal wage, your $20 an hour, is going to be slow to adjust to the real wages of what you're making. $20 an hour in real wages is only, what is it, 15 maybe? Even if nominal wages are kept constant, even if you stay, if you don't, lower your wage or something like that, you're still losing. I hope I'm explaining this properly. Other negative effects, hyperinflation, inflation can cause people to severely curtail their use of the currency, leading to an acceleration in the inflation rate. High and accelerating inflation grossly interferes with the normal workings of the economy, hurting its ability to supply goods. Shoe leather cost. High inflation increases the opportunity cost of holding cash and can induce people to hold a greater portion of their assets in interest-paying accounts. However, since cash is still needed to carry out transactions, this means that more trips to the bank are necessary to make withdrawals, proverbially wearing out the shoe leather with each trip. And menu costs. With high inflation, firms must change their prices, often to keep up with economy-wide changes. But often changing prices is itself a costly activity, with whether explicitly as with need to print new menus or implicitly as with the extra time and effort needed to change prices constantly. This is the main reason why dress, grabbing gold and silver. I understand what fiat currency is. I understand its function. Its function is to steal your wealth. Its function is to steal your labor, is what it is. Because what you receive for that labor, the same labor, but what you receive for it is going to lose value over time. And if you don't know that, you are being damaged. Because your labor isn't losing value. If you put up a bridge, that labor still put up the bridge. It doesn't over time, the labor go away, so you didn't put that brick in there, and over time, the brick disappears and stuff like that. Nah, that doesn't happen. But that happens with fake currency. In the real world, stuff like that don't happen. But in commerce, which is the wonderland, it's the theft of your labor through currency. If you don't understand how currency works and what it is and what its function is, you cannot offset the effects, the negative effects of monetary policy and the effects of the policy on the currency. So understanding the fiat fantasy system and the fiat fantasy scam is how you glitch the matrix, part 3. Because you glitch it by not allowing the function to affect you and your private family estate. Because you understand that this is the fiat fantasy system, and these notes have no intrinsic value. And actually, the purchasing power of these notes is eroding, is falling, is decreasing over time steadily. And through policy, the Federal Reserve and the Federal Open Market Committee, they publicly say what they're doing. They let it be known. So how you glitch the matrix when it comes to this fiat fantasy scam is as quickly as you possible, you convert or exchange that fiat as fast as possible. You cannot save in notes that are created to lose value, to lose purchasing power over time. But that's what we're told. Save, save, save. Work hard and save, save, save. Well, you're going to save yourself and your family into poverty. Because as you're saving, and depreciating currency, you are falling victim to the fiat fantasy scam. And how do you not fall victim to the fiat fantasy scam? Understand what it is. Know what it is. What is it? It's a scam, man. What's a scam? It's not even valuable. This is paper, fam. Right. What gives it value? Well, it's decreed to be currency by governments, so people look at it and people give it value. Correct. But the people who give it value, do they control the policy? No, they do not. And those of us, who know, those of us in the private, we know what it is. We understand wealth eroding factors. We understand common stock versus founder stock. We understand what the fiat fantasy scam is and what the purpose of a fiat currency system is. And if you understand the fiat fantasy scam, then you understand that this is a debt-based system. If you understand it's a debt-based system, and don't hoot and holler, just keep studying, you will become one of the informed. I'm happy to help, Admin at welcometothefoundation.com. I suggest you get into trustee training. If you've been on the fence, the public is locking down and things are changing. The wealth transfer is here. It's happening now. And it will continue for, at least a year or two, maybe. But if you're on the fence, if you were thinking that I should get in, you should email me, admin at welcometothefoundation.com. And quit playing with yourself about this trustee training because, anything created by the public is for the benefit of the public. It's automatically assumed. And as the value is reduced out of the currency that you hold, the currency that we value, the currency that some of us even worship, the value of real assets is increasing, steadily increasing. So, there's multiple, pathways to wealth, and there's multiple initiatives required to run under the family estate or family umbrella to not only continue to add to the family estate assets and wealth over time, but also to stay away from the banking, sector. So, we're not losing money from our estate to interest to other parties. The interest that's being paid on any loans from the family estate, the interest is actually going to the family estate and growing to, the private family bank. Those who understand the initiative with regards to the combat of the fiat fantasy scam, the erosion of wealth, and the wealth eroding factors, so we know how to properly manage, quote, assets, asset manager. And this begins with us, begins with you. If it doesn't exist in your family, and you know that it doesn't exist, and you know that it should, and you don't create it or begin or get help or, create the framework to do something, then that's on you. But I just illustrated what this fiat fantasy scam is, I'm not over here bragging and boasting or whatever. I just understand certain things. I've studied. And describe to you what inflation truly is and what the true purpose of fiat currency is. So now that you know what it is, you're going to work and do what's necessary to protect yourself and protect your family estate from the wealth eroding factors of fiat currency system. There's many ways to do it. Many ways to do it. And it's not just one thing. It's, being private is a lifestyle. I know I say this a lot, but being private is a lifestyle. It is a change in lifestyle. You know what lifestyle is? Lifestyle is what you do every day or on the regular. Change in lifestyle means you change what you do every day on the regular. So changing what you do every day and on the regular means you change what you think and how you think every day and on the regular. What you think and how you think about things that you thought you knew about concepts that you thought that you already understood and had mastered. Being private, going private is a change in lifestyle. You can't partake of the benefits of the private without partaking of the responsibilities and liabilities. Dedication, consistency, accountability, respect, truth, honor, justice. But the benefits are many. But going private is a lifestyle, and part of the lifestyle is understanding this. You got to learn, like you should say, you got to learn the rules to the game. You got to learn the game, know there's a game, learn how to play the game, learn the rules of the game, because people can know how to play the game but don't really know the rules. And then once you know the rules, you got to work on strategy. So, with that being said, that's Glitch the Matrix. Glitch the Matrix Part 3, the Fiat Fantasy System. I don't know if I'm going to do any more of the Glitch the Matrix series. If I can come up with something else, I will. But I think this is important, and I think it's relevant for right here, right now. And if you come this far, you know what high frequency radio is. You know who Yusuf L is. And you ain't changing your lifestyle. Many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called. So, you know, at the very least, understand value. Understand intrinsic value. You know, that an ounce of gold or an ounce of silver, the value of that ounce of silver is intrinsic. What does intrinsic mean? It's within. It's a part of the ounce of silver. It's valuable because it's silver. That coin, it's not valuable because it's stamped and, you know, whatever. It's Walking Liberty, it's American Eagle. That's not what makes it valuable. What makes it valuable is that the coin is made from silver, or the coin is made from gold. That's what makes it valuable. That's called intrinsic value. We got to understand what intrinsic value is while we out here converting this fiat currency. Because it's either going to be converted into an asset or a liability. That's it. And understanding what the fiat fantasy scam is, understanding what assets are, what liabilities are, what intrinsic value is, what real money is, and thinking about our wealth and our energy of life force with this limited time on this earth, and where fundamentally do we want that to be focused on. Most of us are going to say our family and multiple generations, and that's what it's about. And you do that through a private trust, a family trust, a family estate. So admin at welcometothefoundation.com. Let's do it. But welcometothefoundation.com, the Passport No Social, the 2 webinars on DVD, half. We're doing 50% of the donation. Same thing with the Foundation Trust series, part 1, part 2. 50%. I had a lot of people ask, Foundation Trust series, part 1, part 2. There's 80 different types of trust. You've heard all types of stuff. Everybody has said all types of everything with super convincing attitudes and tones and whatever about what trust is and what you got to do and blah, blah, blah. There's over 80 different types of trust. And if anybody tells you that they know them all, they're lying to you. It's all about knowing the specific entity that you're operating, that you're administering, knowing the specific law that applies to that entity, the jurisdiction that applies to that entity, understanding the validity of the trust entity is not to be questioned, and understanding the specific type of entity and how it interfaces with the public is what that Foundation Trust series, part 1 and part 2, that's what we're going to get into. So you're going to know specifically what, if you decide to get into trustee training, you're going to know specifically what type of trust entity you're learning to administer. You're being trained to administer, period. So, I recommend that, 50%, all that stuff over there. We are living in amazing times. So I encourage you to take advantage of the things that you can. With that being said, we got about 2 minutes. We got less than 2 minutes left in the broadcast. If you're checking out the broadcast online, you might want to call in 424-222-5250. So I know online, if you're listening live, it cuts you off and you got to check out the broadcast or the archive or whatever. So just a heads up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stream a little bit. I might take a couple calls. I just really want to get these points across. I really want this information to hit. I really want it to hit because it needs to, because this needs to be understood and it needs to be taught. And how you teach it is how you know it. How you know it is how you live it. And if you live it, it will be seen. And that will spark the interest so that you can teach it. If you understand what I just said, you know what I mean? Some people run up to you, well, how you get to do that? Or how you doing it like that? Or, you know, how are you different? You go fucking than everybody else. 99% of the people in your family, in your community. And if you're not careful, you're going to, you know, you're going to raise some eyebrows. But that's what I would suggest that you just, I would suggest that you just really do your best to really pick up what I'm trying to put down, y'all. Just, do your best. Because this is that real. This is that absolute real. So with that being said, yeah, we streaming. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna take a couple calls, man. I think last week I didn't take no calls. I got a couple emails about that. I'll be sorry. I don't be trying to offend nobody, I really don't. I love y'all, man. I put effort into this stuff. I be getting down and doing my dance for these shows, man. Trying to put this information. I be stepping on toes. People be upset. People be charging for this information. People don't. People say sayings like you never smarten up a chump. You're not supposed to teach your customer. You're just supposed to sell to your customer. Y'all ain't customers. Y'all family, man. People think they're helping me out. They ain't helping me out. I'm trying to help y'all out. The only way you can help me out is help me help my family out. Help me help my people. You know what I'm saying? I know this will help you. If you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I described with this Fiat thing, you ain't got to know nothing else but understand inflation, understand the erosion of purchasing power, the reduction, the loss, the negative, the separation, the takeaway of purchasing power, which means this does not purchase the same things it did when I did the actual work, man. Currency is just that. Currency needs to be moving around. We're taught to save, man. It's a trick. It's a trap. It's dangerously evil, man. I'm trying to put y'all on game. I'm telling you, man. I'm putting out this trustee training. Look, I don't understand. Y'all don't understand, man. It's all good, though, man. I be passionate, though. I'm going to go to the phone lines, yo. Let me jump on this. 787 0590. 787-0590. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, P. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Peace. How are you? Yeah, I can hear you, Peace.
Yes. Thank you for allowing me. I'm going from Puerto Rico. Hello?
Hey, Peace from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, man. You brother, you're on point because all these things going from, especially here, since the hurricane, what they call it, the Hurricane Maria, and so today, everything, it's like they're taking advantage. They're creating some major inflation on everything.
Yeah.
The only thing that went down is the gasoline. But it is sick. And one of the things that I've been in more for almost 30-something years, that I tell people it's time for us to be creators and create our own, okay? Because, we have to change the mentality. We need to create everything, or create a community, So so we could make some change. The more we patronize this big industry, these big stores, they're gonna keep on creating, because they're gonna keep on creating more inflation. You understand? So I think one of the things is we have to start being a little consumers. That consuming area to go to all these major, so we gotta stop that. So we have to make a difference, because like here in Borinquen, we have a cabotage law, and that's been helping the sovereignty of the people in commerce. We cannot do commerce with Cuba, with Venezuela, with anybody else like that, because the people in this island allow this to happen. You know, same thing over there. You have the so-called African American and so-called Black, Latino, and all these people. They allow this thing to happen. So this is the people's fault that we continue. And now there's people that are creating more debt and more debt. And immediately these people getting stuck here for nothing. Because you and I, you know, the Federal Reserve note is no value. It's no value whatsoever. And these people are getting some, for a piece of paper, they're getting property, they're getting the electric company, they're getting everything. So we got to stop that. All right? I have a question. What's the name of this program? Because I still listen to you, sir, but what's the name of this program?
The name of this program is called The Foundation.
Oh, The Foundation. So I know. Okay, fine.
But this is still high frequency. So this is still the same network. It's just Yusuf. He's more on YouTube these days.
Yeah, I know. I follow him a lot.
YouTube and Instagram. Yeah.
So you people, you also on YouTube on YouTube?
We got some shows on YouTube, but not so much. I'm more private. I don't really show my face on the internet or anything like that. So I'm more of a private individual. But I've been doing this show for about 4 years now. 4 years.
I know. I just keep on losing track of it. And what do you call it? So you have that site, that website, Foundation. So let's say you do shows every Wednesday?
Yes.
Okay, from 7 o'clock or no?
It's, what is it? I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern. It depends on your time zone. But it's 8 p.m.
I am in Eastern time, yeah, 8 p.m. Okay. Eastern time. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know you used to send me all my email. So you have an email too?
It's admin.
So I receive the notifications?
Oh, the email list? Yeah, that's on the website.
Oh, okay. I look it up. Oh, it sounds good. Yeah, here in Borinquen, I'm planning to do some broadcasting and bilingual, Español and English.
That's cool. Probably, Man, we need.
Yeah, it's time for me. You know, I've been involved with this 30-something years, but I think it's time to go out there now. It's my turn.
Okay.
So anything you need in Español, I'm here.
Okay, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm all for this. I know Taj. I know everybody out there. I know everybody. I've been in this too long. But I'm here in Borinquen. Okay. I love it. You know.
What was your name again, man? What's your name?
Shamir.
Shamir. Peace, man.
Yeah,
I'm so.
You got my number?
Yeah, I got your number. Yep, I got your number.
Yeah, anytime, man. Okay, and
I appreciate it.
Continue. You dropping some beautiful information, so I'm gonna try to be on more. Or maybe I should go back to you download some of your shows. But I don't.
Yeah,
I miss out a lot of information. You know.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of shows on the Blog Talk, the Foundation.
Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah, 4 years every week. Of course.
Yeah, missed a couple weeks, but not too many.
Oh, okay. Hey, hermano. Take care. Keep on doing the beautiful work.
Okay, appreciate you, Thank you.
We need a lot of people broadcasting these days.
Yeah, we need more. We need more people. But it's coming. Yeah. It's coming.
Like I said, the revolution is not going to be on TV. The TV is out there dumbing people down. You know.
No, I won't be told about it.
I see people telling me, "Why you don't wear a mask?" Hey, I'm fighting a cancer tumor. I'm not planning to die from cancer, and not even from coronavirus. So forget about it. Hey, man, that's my attitude, man. You know, when you're out there, I was in New York. I met Dr. Savy, and then a whole lot of doctors out there. You know, So come on, I'm very aware of this. You know, I'm very aware. I'm fighting a cancer tumor right now, but I'm not gonna give up, and I'm never gonna give it up. So I'm definitely gonna go out there and broadcast. Maybe the program is gonna call El Soberano, the sovereign man in español, El Soberano. So
I like it. I like the sound of it.
El Soberano. So one of my people listen. Huh?
I said I like the sound of that.
Yeah, the sovereign man in español.
Yeah.
El Soberano. As a matter of fact, people stopping me from talking on the radio here. So, but I got a name for myself around here.
That's good, man.
The only thing I'm doing like you, I'm not showing my face. I'm very easy to recognize. You know? Yeah. But anyway, keep on doing beautiful work. You got my number anytime, hermano.
Thank you, Shamir, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
And maybe one of these days we all do a whole group and do a major event on radio station. You know?
Yeah.
They have to do that. You know? There's some people involved like back in the days in Harlem. We did one time. There was a big event trying to get everybody together, and everybody showed up, and everybody went. Never listened. Everybody went a different way. You talk about from Cheyenne, the Zulu Nation, Thai Caribe, Rajmara, everybody, and everybody continued to say the different way.
See. You know what I like to tell people when it comes to that? Because I've had some people say something like that to me, and I like to say, like, the Taj Tariq Bey. I did an event, like a seminar with Taj. Like, he's a good brother. I met a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
And I've been blessed, but it's like when people get together, those voices, Yusuf, Taj. When people get together, I look at it more of like. It's like the dream team. It's like all of the best players, quotes, or the greatest minds from their areas, from where they're from, they come together once in a while, and it's some beautiful stuff. But it's not for me, I don't ever expect it to stay up. Like, the super group, they never stay together. They always break up.
No,
and
it's a really shame.
We can't, I don't have what I consider unrealistic expectations, and I think to expect all of these great minds and these great teachers to stick together and be able to do that, I think that's kind of unrealistic. But I appreciate and am gratified when I see them come together. I think it's a wonderful thing to have people together. Yeah. I remember I had Yusuf in the same room with Taj Tariq Bey. It was absolutely amazing. You know what I mean?
I know Taj for 20-something years. About 25 years.
He's a scholar.
And we used to do round table in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And I have all those videos, and I haven't because I used to record. I used to record from Army Bay too. I still got those archives. My archive is not on YouTube. I might put them up there one day. That's a lot of those archives I have. Woo, a lot. Well, a lot of the stuff they sell it, and I never get they probably they sell it, and I don't get a kickback. You know, that's the way it goes. Forget about the brother. You know, that's the way it is. But I learn. You know who I learned a whole lot from Yusef. I love him. And there's the people that come with me. Oh, you curious? No, you're curious.
Yeah,
Yusef is a scholar.
Yeah, Yusef is the big brother, man. That's Yusef. Ain't nobody tell me nothing about Yusef, man. That's
Yusef is a scholar. His man is like, whoa. You know, hey, I've been exposed to UCC from, I don't know, you know, Phil Valentine.
Yeah, I'm familiar. I've heard of Phil Valentine. Yeah,
Phil Valentine talked about a sister called Myra L. in one of his videos. That lady, she was no joke. But since then, I never see anything discharged. That I can tell you that. I'm still waiting. I never see anything discharged. Well, you know, but that's the way it is. Being exposed to it, I don't use it. But I listen, you know, I use it to fight jurisdiction. I've been traveling with my credentials domestically from New York to Puerto Rico past 21 years. I've been doing stuff like that, you know. I like to go international. That's my goal. And I'm here in Borinquen. I'm fighting the tax issue. How to be full exempt. So tomorrow I'm going to face people like Walmart because we did an administrative process with them, and we took it to the default, and signing is consent. So my paralegal said, go ahead and talk to these people and go ahead and purchase something to see what they say. Now they say they have to give me, they have to grant it to me. They have to grant it to me. And whatever years I've been purchasing, I want that money back too. I'm gonna make an estimate. And I'll give you a number. This is all the purchases in this account. And you know that. Give me something. You know? Charges, man, they gotta be charged. They're charging you, right? All the money from the island goes someplace else. It doesn't stay here. You think that Fiat that these people making billions of dollars, they stay here? Hell no, it doesn't stay here. It goes someplace else. You gotta see. You gotta see the numbers in this island. Right? They're creating all that inflation plus the so-called money that they give to the people. It's not compare all that money fly from here to someplace else. So, you know, these people have a huge business. And the so-called Puerto Rican people cannot vote for the president, right? Cannot vote. And these people, FEMA and all these people, that still haven't fixed their properties from people from the hurricane into today, the earthquakes and everything. They're supposed to help fix all that out. As a matter of fact, the university is about to collapse. The school system, they want these people to be dumbed down. There's no school right now. So, you know, it's a chaos. Don't feel bad. It's bad over here, too. For the people, not for me, because I don't follow the system. You know, for the people, it's sad because they don't know themselves. Even all the churches that shut down. How do you follow the devil? You're supposed to be Christ's son. You allow even your church to get shut down. This is how these people are rolling like this. You know? They're in violation, but they do it. People allow this to happen. This is a big conspiracy. But anyway, I'm having a good time with it. I listen to all this nonsense, but you know what? I keep on studying. Studying is important. So I learn something from you, anybody out there, you know. It's always something to learn. And it's beautiful. You know, it's beautiful. I can tell you that. But I think creating a community of indigenous people will be the bomb. we have to be creators of areas, and that can solve a lot of these issues for us. See, that's the way it's supposed to be. Well, anyway, hermano, I'm not gonna hold you down. I know you need somebody another opportunity. Okay, and thank you for you got my info anytime. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you calling in.
Sí, muchas gracias and continue that beautiful work. Don't give up.
I won't. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you.
Sí, have a wonderful one and peace to everybody out there. Like I used to say, peace to the gods.
Yes, peace to the gods, man. Thank you.
Gracias, hermano.
I appreciate you, man. All right, next caller. Who we got? This is like Brian from the Bay. This is Brian from the Bay. Peace, Brian from the Bay.
Peace. Yeah,
what's up, man? How you doing?
All right. I like the fact that you hear people, that gentleman, and appreciate him for speaking his information and the knowledge that he got, because, they got people out here worrying about things that they shouldn't be caring about. And, we got to get all this going on that we need to do right now. So I appreciate people like you and others, like you said, Yusuf and Tosh.
You kind of muffled.
Hello?
Yeah, why you muffled? You sound muffled, man.
I don't know.
Hold the phone, man. Hold the phone with your hand, man.
Nigga, I'm holding the phone with my hand. Hold on.
Don't put it on. Don't hold it with your shoulder, man. Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know what's going on, bro.
Nah, there you go.
Can you hear me better now?
Whatever you doing. Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah, that was weird, man. But yeah, being appreciative what you guys do, and what you dropping as far as the, understanding that the real currency is you and how you decide to use your energy and stuff. It makes sense. I mean, start looking into it for yourself, and that's something I will say to somebody. And yeah, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because somebody else might have something serious to ask you, or they might got something burning. But I just came to show my appreciation for you being consistently doing this, and like the man said, keep up the fight and don't worry about the people that be hating.
Appreciate you, man. Nah, I got you. I'm out here. I'm so hell, man. I gotta do my dance. But no, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
You've been holding it down you've been around for years too, man. Good luck.
Now it seems like it now, but in my brain I'll be like, damn.
Going to court and intimidating counsel for credit card companies, making them dismiss cases and stuff. I mean, I know who you are, man. I know who you are, man.
Oh my God. Hey, the funny thing was this whole thing with this whole COVID stuff. I had one.
Yusuf like, I don't give a fuck what you got to say. Have you been to court? That's what Yusuf say. You've been to court. And you can be like, yeah, I've been to court.
I've seen it.
Like, what?
I've seen it, bro.
Like, man, what to do? What did happen? I just want to say what happened.
No, but it's funny because I thought I was going to have to do it again. And then because of this whole COVID stuff, the people are like, we just going to dismiss it. We asked for a dismissal. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yep, they give you all kinds of reasons.
I had to reread it. I was like, I'll look at it and it says, I was like, wait, does it say what I think it says? It says proof of service, and it was like, yeah, we request for dismissal, and I thought I had to send it in or something. I was like, I read it. I was like, oh, I don't have to do nothing. Okay.
Well, they know who you are. The word got around, man.
But for anybody, I'll put it this way. For anybody who, I'll put it this way, because if people heard me, I always been like not making excuses, but I sit on my crutch as far as like having issues and stuff. And like what somebody says, you keep on saying you have it. If you fight for your limitations, then you keep them. So you just got to have a mindset, even if it takes you a longer time to absorb information, or like me, I can retain a lot of stuff, but I always had a hard time, with the trying to sound out words and stuff. But if you be consistent with it, you're gonna see something. So I guess it's like being on that vibration. If you steady be on the vibration, you're gonna eventually be able to absorb and understand it. So for anybody listening, don't get discouraged. Just take as much as you can. Be consistent, and you'll eventually get there.
I know, since you got into trustee training and since I met you, I'm going to just tell you the truth. I'm going to say it on air, man, for everybody too, your language, the way you speak and what you say has changed, in my opinion, for the better. You make a lot less excuses, and the words that you use are more empowering. And I think that's dope, man. You know what I'm saying? So keep it up. That's what's up.
Right. Well, I appreciate
you out here
you
making
saying
moves
that.
And stuff, doing your dance up and downstairs. Look at you.
I appreciate you saying that, but I guess sometimes other forces have to see it, and like I will say that I did make a lot of excuses about some of the decisions I made, and you even know, like you were like, man, why you didn't tell me that, or why you didn't speak up, For anybody who's doing this, just get in the trustee training. There's a will, there's a way, and you'll find once you get what you need to go, you'll be able to see that this whole commerce thing is a game that you can learn the rules and master it and then be like, ha ha ha, because I'm still trying to learn them. So I'm gonna let you go talk to somebody else.
Real word, Brian from the Bay. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Love you, man.
Thank you, bro.
Hope you're doing well. Everything good over there? You good, man? Everybody good? Mom's good?
Yeah.
Family good?
Yeah, everything good. Everything good. And I like I said, I'm about to, I've been dealing with some things, but it's been like family stuff, not like financial things or nothing. But it's not really my family. It's been other family members, but that still affects you. So, nothing really serious. And like I said, I appreciate you, and I will talk to you on the other side, because I know you got other people in here that might want to, they might have a question. So let them have it.
Okay, man. I appreciate you, man. Holla at you, man. Take care of yourself, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. All right, man.
All right, man. Peace and love.
Please.
Oh, man. I'm feeling the love tonight, y'all. Feeling the love. I love y'all, too. I work hard for y'all, man, breaking down this information, man. Who is this? Mellow Bay? Mellow? Mellow Bay. Mellow. 205.
Hold on, let me take this thing out. Man. Hold on. Let me get to the phone. Hold what you got, so. Hold what you got. Peace to the God. I'm clear. I'm clear to you.
Yeah. Yes, you clear.
Yeah, no doubt. Let me get a little closer, man. I had to take them bootleg headphones out. You know how they do sometimes, man. Hey, but check this out, though. I just want to say, bro, where should I start? Man, listen. Family. Family, health, economics. Family, health, and economics. Family, health, and economics. Your well-being, your family. You dig? Man, listen, that's what we got to focus on. We truly got to focus on that. That should be our main top concerns when we out here, doing what we doing. Your family, your health, and not exactly in that order, but you got to be healthy in order to perform. We do 10-hour shifts. We out here in different terrains, cutting, building, all type. We performing. So your health is a major worth. It's a major value concern. Value worth. We're going back to the value system now. The cost of things. If you want to know the true cost, the true value, the true intrinsic, value, your health, fam. You can touch that. You can feel that. You can smell that. You can taste that. Your health. That's most valuable. That's the reason why the brother always stressed the ask guy. He say, what's the most valuable asset? Starting with this, starting from off the gate. And of course, you know, what can it be? It's yourself. It got to be yourself. You are the performer. You are the producer. You're the one that's going to perform in order so economics, dollars, currency, flows. You did? So without you, it's impossible. Nothing goes, everybody who's listening right now, listen, nothing goes down, nothing gets passed, nothing is ratified, nothing is properly put in place until you do it. You're not going to be able to pay someone to do your doings all the time. You're not. Let's just say if you do. We deal with a lot of people say, oh, man, I can't come here and I ain't got to. I just pay somebody. So what are you going to do when you get old and you're on your bed and you're on your last days? Are you going to tell your son and your heirs, hey, listen, man, I never really learned this stuff, but I kept it intact, and possibly this guy, you know, I trust, got everything in order, and I'm going to pass it down to you. You know, that we can't do that, because what we're going to do, we're going to tell our sons and daughters, hey, I paid somebody to conduct and administrate all this for me, so, you know, maybe your pops can do the same and get by. That's not going to get it. That's not going to get it. The most major player in this game is you. It's yourself. You're the most valuable asset. You may get cars, you may get diamonds, you may get gold, you may get a ton of assets. But out of all of those that you have achieved and accumulated, it reverts all the way back to square root one, which is you. You're the one who put this thing together. And in the end game, it's pretty much going to end with you. Until you are prepared to pass on, preserve it, so it can be able to administrate itself as well. So, I mean, it's like it's a near and dear relationship, you know, that we got to share here. Sweat, blood, and tears is precious. Matter of fact, your sweat and blood and tears is so valuable. If you don't monetize it, someone else will. Straight up. You out there sweating like a monkey. Somebody else is gonna value, and they're gonna monetize that sweat rolling off your back down your ass cheek. I guarantee it. If you don't do it. But that's just, you know, that's my thoughts out in the atmosphere. I just grabbed out and it's just on me. It's just coming out my pores. I still got my work boots on. Just getting in the door. You know what I mean? Alkaline water, sipping, cool. Listening to Soul, the foundation. Truly beautiful. But I just want to say this though, straight up. The Dream Team, man, look, that's my thing. Tyreek, man, Big Aunt Yusuf, and some more other hitters, and more man, oh brother. That's my dream. That's part of my fuel. What kept me going. I'm being real. You know, and I know dream teams don't always last, and they don't stay together. But I look at it like this. So look at the X-Men. Okay, we got everybody familiar with the X-Men. All of the X-Men. You may have your favorite, but all of the X-Men together as a team, powerful, awesome. We know that. And the thing about the X-Men, check them out, fam. When they all meet up, or as they go through their journey, and they meet and link some kind of way and cross paths, they always have their differences. This guy don't like Wolverine. This guy don't like Storm. This person don't like them. Oh, they in love with him. They all got their differences. But guess what? They come together, individual, as a collective together, and they focus on the goal. They get it done. See, they put sweat, blood, and tears in what they do. They bleed. They may not even like each other. But guess what? One of them would go do something and then prevent some villain from killing the other one. He'll look at him like, look, I don't like you like that, but listen, we got the job to do. You did? I mean, that's how it's set up. That's how it's designed, and that's how it is here. You ain't got to really truly like someone in order to do what you need to do. You did, but good relationships and mutual likings and favorings they make relationships a lot better. Cool, we know that. But when we can have our differences, okay, and still be able to perform, go out there and interact, go out there and fight that battle, you did, but still come together as a collective, as a team, as a incomparable, unstoppable team, the dream team. It's powerful, and we got to pay attention to that. So we have to recognize in this fantasy land of commerce, what character are you? What character are you? Straight up. And what's your powers? What's your superpowers? Huh? Okay? In the land of commerce, what are your economical superpowers? What can you create? I know you can create because you came from a creator. You did. We all did. But that's not an excuse. So we have to tap into what can we do? My man Brian from the Bay, he just told you. He said, listen, I had a challenge with sounding out things and going over certain words. But at the same time, did he say stop? No, he didn't. He kept going. He kept pushing. And look at him now. Listen to him now. See, change is always taking place. You did. You would never remain in the same place unless you don't do nothing. There's a saying. It says, if you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. And if you don't step forward, guess what? You're always in the same place. Straight up. So, I just think always like, man, I got to ask. I got to question. That's what the Creator wants you to do. The Creator wants you to question. We have some people who've been indoctrinated, no offense, but they have been told not to even question the Creator. Why would you not at the end, sometime throughout your life or often, why would you not say, man, no one else really has the answers? And if it seems they do have the answers, it's not working out. So why don't you have a direct relationship with you and the Creator? No call or name to go through. No intermediate. No third party. You and the Creator. Two creators together talking. You did? That's what we're supposed to be on. So, I'm just analyzing things from so many different perspectives, bro. And it's like, if you don't say anything, silence. Even when dealing with contracts, man, acquiescence. That's silence. That means you agreed because you didn't say anything. You didn't do anything. So we got to question ourselves. That's what we doing right now. Are we just going along with the flow? Because look, the flow is the current. And you continue to go with the current, the flow, okay, you may just drown. The waves in the ocean? That's the current. You dig? Right now, they say in the rap game, they say drip or drown. Surf or drown, fam. And right now, that's what we're doing. We're on the wave. And we got to stay afloat. You got to learn how to maneuver in this wave. You got to learn. And sometimes it gets deep. It gets in depth. And sometimes it gets shallow. But you still got to survive the current. You have to survive the wave. And learning how to properly administrate is surviving and learning and know and floating. It's the wave right there. That's what it is. So trust is like water. It's like alkaline water. 75 to 80% they say of your body is water. Okay, we need that. How can you survive without it? You can't. It's divine chemical creation from your Creator. The same way trust is. Trust dates way back from the ages, damn the dark ages, way back. Okay, when people had livestock and cattle on their land. They had to have a way to protect it when people came down and said, oh, the knight said, we're going to take this. No, you can't take this. This is protected and is backed by trust. This land is in the trust. These cattle, this livestock is in the trust. You can't take this. They respected that then. Trust is respected and honored today. Okay? Matter of fact, in most cases, if you're not maneuvering in trust, they don't even acknowledge you, fam. You kind of look kind of shifty. You look kind of like scamish. You coming in, you want a loan, you got it in the bag. What's going on? Huh? What, you a scammer? What? So we have to, listen, fam. We got to check it out. To all people that's listening. Listen. Give thanks right here for what the brother has brought. And if you just tuning in tonight, give thanks because you can go check the archives out. And there's future, more endeavors to come. But give thanks, though. Always give thanks. Information is part of your salvation. It's what's going to help save you. You found some kind of way coming up, the fire was hot. And so now you learn how to respect the fire, don't you? All the elements are composed of it and put together. You deal with the fire differently. Correct. It's the same way with trust. It's the same way with the business relationship out here. No matter whether you're going to the corner store and buying a loaf of bread for you and your family, or you're just buying some Googles and Wham-Whams or whatnot, and you finna go catch a movie or something. It is the same thing. You're still dealing with the fire. Know the elements. Use it properly. Apply it properly. I was talking to someone last night. She said, "Oh, I learned how to discharge. I learned how to do this. I learned how to put my red numbers in here, and I learned how to go do the UCC one." I said, "Excuse me. Let me ask you this. I get that, but let me ask you this. Was your business, was your LLC, was it in, do you have a trust?" Huh? I said, "A trust." So what about yourself? What about yourself? Are you familiar with trust? It's like, nah. And that's the reason why everything collapsed. That's the reason why they came back and took everything. It wasn't bulletproof. It wasn't protected. It wasn't placed in a proper position to where it could be avoided. Okay? And so now, possibly she's tuned into this show as we speak. Yeah, thank the Creator. You did. Thank the ancestors, the forefathers, the foremothers, the forerunners, and all those amongst us. So ill, you did. It's the ancestors, man. Y'all better respect that. Tune in. My brother here is bringing you the pure. That water. You 75% composed of it, alkalinity. My brother here bringing that water, that true wet, that real Fiji. Aquafina. Not none of that city stuff on the shelves in the store that you be copying, you dig? It's that water, that pure. Straight up. I give thanks for my brother. Always have, always will from day one. You dig? I'm here. I'm like the brick in the foundation. I'm somewhere in the cornerstone, you heard? So yeah. Just another brick in the foundation, so hey, Redemption Volume 4, man. Y'all go cop that. Alright? just viewing some things the other night. I'm just saying. Y'all go cop that. And while you at it, get you a couple of Black Law Dictionary, Bouvier's too, you dig? Off top. Just putting that out there. But yeah, though. Y'all better get with it. You better get with it. Ain't no saving. Saving is part of the fantasy land, like bro said. That's part of the commerce fantasy story. You can save and then have no. How something's gonna sit there without you continuing to accumulate and add to it? And then what is being saved is actually being set into the position where it can accumulate more. Pretty much kind of taking care of itself. All you gotta do is just check on it and maintenance it. Shit. Be maintenance men. Be maintenance women. With trust. Straight up. But yes, indeed. It's truly beautiful, though. I thank God for the dream team. Those elders, man, I thank God for them. And like so, I would like for them to be together forever. But like we know, all great things must, what? Come to some departure. It may not end, but great things will continue to go, and do his thing. Like so. He's doing his dance, you dig? He stayed doing his dance. And when he's done speaking with us, he's going to depart. So all great things shall depart, but it won't end. Because great things never end. That's the way the Creator designed it. Your mother has a mother. Your father has a father. They're stand-up, hard-working people. Creative. It ain't end, it's just a party. Energy never dies, fam. Y'all should peep that at the end of the story at most movies when they play on your psyche. The end. E-N-D. Energy never dies. Straight up. It's just a new beginning. But man, listen. Hey, drip or drown. My brother bring you that pure. Y'all better recognize and get with it. Straight up, though. I got to put it out like that because, we cut like that. We come from a place where many didn't make it out. That's why we give thanks. My brother from another mother, man, hey, bro, man, we can do this till he's offended. And with that being said, I know I got to get right as well. Invest, man. Y'all invest. Don't spend not another dollar or dime until you go get you some gold and silver. Straight up. Straight up. The tangible, the intangible, the intrinsic. Straight up. That's the focus. True value, true worth. All right? And when you have true value and true worth, guess what you got? You got true love. Because all that you did in the conference, that was out of true love. Only true love does that. Only true love sets up trust. You dig? Only true love protects something, produces something, and preserves it so it can pass it on. That's what true love does. Indeed. And the brother got to have some great, undeniable, unconditional love for his people to come here and disseminate the information that many people utilize against you and your family. These conversations that we're talking about, the 1% and the so-called wealthy and rich, they talk about this running at dinner tables. Yeah, they do. While we're flicking through channels and then probably on a cell phone upstairs somewhere or bumping music. Straight up. Just being real. But anyway, listen, it is what it is, and it will always be. I give thanks, like I always say, it's another brick in the foundation. And so, brother, my brother, listen, everything that you do, bro, everything that you do, is well honored and considered. We love it. I mean, I'm speaking for everybody too on the panel. They know. Sister Yvette, my brother out there, man, we love it, man. Seriously. There's many others out there too as well. But this is what true love does, though. Straight up. True trust, matter of fact. True trust. But yeah, bro. With that being said, man, I'm going to digress. You feel me? And get myself together. I would like to share some things for my shift and change. I went through some type of ridicule on the site the other day just for speaking my sentiments about the importance of knowing your status. You did, and not just the status I was speaking about for, dealing with nationality and things of that nature, but the status of us being well protected and our well-being. And so, I recognize what my place is. You can only cast so many jewels before so many, before it get ridiculed by some or whatnot. So, it is what it is, though. We bulletproof. I drop jewels as well just to see who know the value of them. So with that being said, bro, I thank you. I give thanks. So is one of the reasons that so you can give thanks at night to add to your 10 list or your number 5 list or your number 3. Some people may just got one thing to give thanks for. Guess what? Now you got 2. salvational information. Now you got 2. I'm always thankful. You ever been in that place before? You know what to give thanks for. You ever never knew where your next meal was coming from, actually? Sometimes you ever been in that position. Yeah. But then again, you come out with a full belly and even more. Yeah. Give thanks. Indeed. That's what this is. This is audio jewelry, fam. For all y'all like to get fly, it's audio jewelry. Put it on. You dig? Bump this. Yeah. Know the value of it. Straight up. Man, we don't get tired. We don't get tired. And if we even think that we're getting tired, we just charge up and kick in on the second wind. Straight up. Charged up. Yeah, I got to get with it, though. Indeed. Welcome to the foundation. It's another brick. Another brick in the foundation. Before you know it, we're going to have we're going to have communities built. We're going to have mansions built, you dig? Full of heirs, full of trustees, administrating, full of beneficiaries, you know what I'm saying? Full of grantors, you dig? Yeah. Until this thing continues to spread, until this thing continues to amalgamate itself. You see what I'm saying? With others, straight up. It's powerful, though. It's too powerful. So, yeah, I give thanks, like I said, though. That's why I'm here. That's why I chime in at the end of the moment. It don't matter what time it is. If I can get in, I'm in. I try to be on time, though. Matter of fact, I try to be before time, because you know what they say. If you're on time, you're late. But if you're ahead of time, you're on time.
Yeah, that's that public shit. That's what they tell. That's what they tell employees, man. I'm sorry.
That's what they say, bro.
That's what they tell
That's what they say,
man.
bro.
That's what they tell the workers, man. I don't believe that, man. You on time, you're
right.
on time. I walk in just
right. Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. Man.
Indeed.
But I do be on time.
You know, it's a balance, though. It's a balance, though, because some of us be on different time frames. So, I'm like, wherever you at on the planet, just make sure you're on time, you heard? Make sure you're on time. Make sure you know the time and you're on time. Like being in the game. Don't just know the game and don't know the rules. Straight up. Know the rules. Well, you're already in the game anyway. Mother done had you and birthed you, put you out here. You in the game. Welcome to the game. Yeah. Welcome to the game.
Now welcome to the foundation.
Indeed. Now welcome to the foundation. Indeed.
Appreciate you, man. Let me end this show. Let me get up out of here, man. I'm tired.
Man, you know it, man. Hey, it's a time within time it don't exist. My bad. I mean to run this thing like that. Hey, but bro, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mean it, bro. I mean it, man. But yeah, when you get a chance to, bro, we got a link on the other side, straight up though. Straight up. Cause I need to get my hands on some shiny things, you did.
Oh yeah.
Straight up.
Let me know. Yeah.
Indeed.
You got my number still, right?
Yeah, man, that's what I was trying to tell you last on my other phone. I don't know what happened. It's supposed to have your contact in there. For some reason, not in there. I don't know what it is. But, bro, if you got time, I would really be honored and appreciative if you could, do that. And, yeah, so we can move to the next level. Straight up, like I'm ready ASAP. Straight up.
Okay, yeah, I'll shoot you a text tomorrow or something.
Bet. Indeed, man. Indeed. Likewise. Tell the fam peace. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love. You know what I'm saying? Blessings. Man, listen. Do what you, hey, brother. Man, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And get back. Straight up. Get back. Because the foundation is, hey, bro, we still going. We need you. They're here. The people here, they may not know the proper value of things right now, but they will. They will. So with that being said, bro, I'm going to get these boots off. I know you got things to do. Man, peace to the gods. Another brick in the foundation. We out.
Peace to the guys, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. I love all of y'all. That's the reason why I do it. We ran kind of long, but, admin at Welcome to the Foundation, consultations, trustee training. Man, it's time for that lifestyle, change that lifestyle. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe you good. You probably good. You're good. Don't worry about it. For the rest of you, though, admin at welcometothefoundation.com. I got your back. I love y'all, like, straight up. That's why I do this. It's I love y'all. I love my people. I love those of us who, get up every day, go to work for our family, even though we know this ain't right. Not making excuses, not getting strung out. I love y'all. Y'all inspire me. So it's a reciprocal relationship. So y'all enjoy yourself. Admin at welcometothefoundation.com. You know what it is. At least, go to welcometothefoundation.com, get in that email list. I think a month ago I sent out an email talking about how to build business credit. You never know. You might hit the jackpot. I'll be stepping on toes, which means free information for you. So y'all have a great week. Enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself. Love you. Love the people around you. Show love so you can get love, so that you can be loved. You know what I mean? And, make decisions, man. Make good decisions, too. Make decisions to change. Make a decision to be someone different. Make a decision to be better. Stick to it and stay dedicated. Make a decision to never be broke again. Make a decision to create a business. Make a decision to become more independent from the system. Make a decision to transition to the private and use private entities to do business. As far as make a decision and stick to it, because you got this, and I got your back. I appreciate you. My name is Seeker of Truth L, and I appreciate you checking out the foundation. Y'all have a great week. Enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself. Make sure you say 10 things that you are thankful for before you go to sleep. And I'm going to catch y'all next week here on the same spot, the hottest radio network on the entire solar system, nigga. High Frequency Radio Network. I love y'all. Peace to God.
Doing this thing all the way live. High Frequency Radio.